What's up, guys? It's
John.
and I'm Ken. Hey, guys, we're filming another episode of our Speakeasy podcast.
Welcome to the Speakeasy.
Welcome to the Speakeasy. What we are in right now, very few have ventured into.
Yes.
That's only because I'm not that popular.
You have to know the secret knock.
Yeah, the secret knock. Yes, very secret.
Shaving a haircut.
Actually, just find the bell outside.
Find the bell.
There's the yeah.
And if you watch the intro, you'll
Yes,
know where the bell
and
is.
you know where the bell is. It's a secret bell to the Speakeasy.
If that bell were to ring right now, I think I'd be freaked out.
I think you would be.
What? Who's out there?
Yes, I would not answer it, actually.
No, nobody's home.
And there's like some guy, look at my camera, because I have the camera right there, too.
Oh, just
and he's
staring
got a
into
bottle of bourbon, and he's smiling, looking up.
I'm a fan. I'm a
Hey,
fan.
guys, I came. You told me. Ring the
Found out where
bell.
you
I'm
lived.
here.
Now I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, that'd be kind of freaky.
You want to watch a movie?
But here we are back at the Speakeasy, guys, and we have a
Cream of Kentucky.
cream of Kentucky.
I like cream of chicken soup and cream of broccoli.
Yes. But this is not cream. It's definitely far from it. Does it taste creamy? That's the question.
You tell me.
Yes. So we've had Cream of Kentucky on here, but we had their bourbon. This is a rye,
Let's say,
actually.
I feel like I remember that name.
This is a rye. This is a rye coming in at, this is a 50% alcohol right there down the middle.
50%?
Yeah, 50% alcohol.
It's usually a different number, right? Like usually like an odder number, like 51.1.
50% is usually, because it's bottled and bond. Well, that makes sense. Hello.
There you go.
I was going to say 50% is usually bottled and bond. Cream of Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey, bottled and bond, is a 100% Ryman Rye estate grown, distilled, aged, and bottled at Kentucky Artisan Distillery in Crestwood, Kentucky.
What?
Limited to only 70 barrels. This unique.
Really?
Yeah, only 70. Kentucky Rye Whiskey is one-of-a-kind release for Cream of Kentucky. We would like to include a special thank you to our dear late friend to us and the entire Kentucky family of whiskey producers and fans, Stephen Thompson, and Kentucky Artisan Distillery. All right,
So when they say that, 70 bottles out of a
not
barrel?
70 bottles, brah. 70 barrels.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All I could say, though, like I said, we've had the Cream of Kentucky 11 and a half year. We had freaking really good. I enjoyed that one. I really did enjoy that one. I'm going to start with that. I like hooked onto this thing.
You're right. You were like
my head was getting pulled down by the microphone.
the microphone was
It
smothering
looked
you.
like I was making out with it. damn thing.
Yeah, I was getting jealous.
Let's give this one a try, buddy. I have had this one, and
You sound like you have mixed emotions.
I had very mixed emotions, but I haven't reopened it or cracked it again since that time I had it maybe like 6 months ago.
Okay.
Oh, shucks.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Is that an expensive bottle, being that there's only 70 barrels? That doesn't sound like a lot.
I think it was about $70 maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It was about...
That would be a hoot.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad as far as price-wise goes. Let's drink it first. I'll tell you my initial opinions on it.
Okay.
And
I've seen Cream of Kentucky on the shelves in liquor stores. I don't know. I don't know.
This
if
is
it's
the one you see.
That's the one I see? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I haven't seen the other one in New Jersey yet, the one I have
Okay.
here. I bought that one from New York. So, give it a nose.
All right. It smells good.
Smells like hay, a barn,
Yeah. I was
pumpkin farm.
about to say it smells like horseshit. It's not. Yeah. It's got that farm animal
So
smell.
it smells like farm animals. Yeah, let's see how it tastes. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm scared. I haven't felt that in a while. Oh wait, there's something coming on now.
I got that rye taste, that
Yeah.
kind of.
It's definitely at the end.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's your analysis?
hold on.
Just got to think on it for a minute.
It's not bad.
All right.
It's not great.
Let me tell you something, John. The first time I had this, I wanted to throw up. I was like, this is not good.
That's a bit much.
It is a bit much. But Having it now, I have a little bit better opinion on it.
Maybe because you're 6 bourbons in already?
Maybe. But I don't think I think I have a better impression of it now than it doesn't mean I like it necessarily, but I have a better impression of it now than I did the first time I had it.
Okay.
Maybe because it's opened up a little bit. I don't know.
There's something about the aftertaste I'm not a fan of.
But now the aftertaste, I'm getting that rye. That rye has that unique taste to it.
I'm getting the rye.
Yeah.
In the beginning, year ago, remember I was into the ryes, and we're like, I think we found your thing. You like the rye?
Yeah.
And then I remember I went somewhere. I believe it was Warwick Winery.
Uh-huh.
And I did a spirit tasting, and I did a rye, I did a bottle bond, I did a 10-year. And the girl was like picking my brain. She's like, I'm a huge rye fan. She's like, tell me what you think it is. And I was like, it's not good.
Yeah.
And she's like, I agree. She's like, I love ryes and it's not good. She's like, maybe I'm not into as rye as I want to be.
She was someone that worked there?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
She's like, maybe I'm not into rye as I thought I was, or this is a bad batch.
Yeah.
We haven't done rye in a while.
Yeah.
Right? I can't remember the last rye we've done. Maybe this is just a bad batch.
I don't know. But thank God they only made 70 barrels of it.
The other 69 are still sitting there. Where is everybody?
So that's the interesting thing, John. I always see this in the store now. It's not selling.
I see
it's
Cream
not
of
moving.
Kentucky.
Yeah. If they only made 70 barrels, and I'm still seeing it in the store, and I bought this quite a while ago. What is that?
So word's getting around. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. It's like something like we talked about quite a few episodes ago about that Elijah Craig, the C923. It's a rare, now you can't find it in the stores.
I've been looking for it everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
It's a harder one to find. This here, I see it a lot, and usually in the past, 5, 3, 4, whatever years ago, when I first bought my first Cream of Kentucky bottle, I was like, wow, my God, Cream of Kentucky. Awesome. And like if I saw something like anything Cream of, that's why I bought this, because this was the first time in New Jersey I saw Cream of Kentucky. Granted, it was a rye.
Right.
I was like, I'm picking it up, you know. So I've had this for a little bit of time now, but overall,
let me ask you a question.
It's gotten a little better, I'll say.
Away from the Cream of Kentucky, though.
Okay.
But sticking with bourbon, can you explain? So I told you I've been looking for that C. What is it? C2023.
C923. So
C923.
I mean C, third one of the year.
September 2023.
23. Yep.
But I haven't been able to find it.
Yes.
But I've been seeing a lot of these Elijah Craig. It said 7198, and you said it was a small batch.
Oh, you said it was a small batch, I think.
I said it was a small batch?
Yeah, I think you said, small
What
batch.
did we look it up as?
You said it was a small batch. I said it might be a single barrel, because there's been a lot of single barrel releases recently.
What's small? Is this considered small batch? Being that there's only 70 barrels of it?
So, small batch, like this, you would usually see it in red if it's a small batch, and it's a cheaper price. How much did you pay for it? Or you didn't buy it?
I didn't buy it, no. It was maybe $50.
All right. $50 is a lot for a small batch, but it's also very cheap for a single barrel. So, I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's small batch.
All right. So a small batch is, about $35 maybe, typically. As you can see, this one right here was $36. This is actually, we're going to do this on the show one of these days. This is a single barrel, private barrel, but it has all that small batch, typically what a small batch would be.
I'm seeing everybody $53, $52, $99 for the small batch.
For a small, no.
For the Elijah Craig.
No, it shouldn't cost that much.
The 7198.
For that one in particular, let me see it, bro. Let me see it. Give this thing to me. Give this thing to me. I'm trying to figure out what John's talking about here. That's a private barrel. That's like this, private barrel.
No, that's not it then. That's not it.
Yeah, but this has that red. This is not like a barrel proof. So it's coming, as far as alcohol percent, this is 47, it's 94 proof.
Right.
Yeah, this is the exact same thing as this.
Right, so that's not it. That's not it.
But, anywho, let's get back to Cream of Kentucky here.
Yeah. But so is Cream of Kentucky a small batch, being that there's only 70? Basically,
is that
my
a
original
small batch?
question.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess what determines something as a small batch? How many barrels does it have to be a small batch?
Yeah, you tell. That's why
I don't know the
you
answer.
Don't know.
No.
Think we could look it up?
You can. But this one, what was interesting about this cream of Kentucky, though, is when they said that it was a Ryman rye. 100% Ryman rye. 100%.
What's Ryman rye? Is that the type of rye?
I think it's supposed to be like an old school type of rye. And that's what made it interesting, I think it's supposed to be more like true to the old age kind of rye. So maybe the ryes we have now are just made with better ingredients because I don't know. This one I've like I said, I like it better now, but initially
there's an aftertaste I'm not crazy about.
Yes,
it's not horrible. I think we've had worse.
Maybe like I said, maybe it was that smell too with that aroma, that farmy kind of hay. It was like a little overly hay but this hay had manure in it.
So typically a small batch comes from between 10 and 50 barrels.
Okay.
Although a small batch of bourbon from a smaller distillery or bottler might be compromised of just 2 to 5 casks.
Yeah.
But a mainline producer can use as many as 300 barrels to be considered a small batch.
So that's like your Elijah Craig. So it's like
your Buffalo Trace, I guess.
Yeah. Mixed emotions still, but you know what though? Cream of Kentucky rye, I do like it better than the first time I had. So maybe it's a time thing. Maybe it's an age thing. I don't know.
So what would you do with that bottle? You're not huge. We did it now. You did it then. You're just going to let it sit there? Will you use it for a cocktail? Will you give it to your guests?
A lot of times I'd use it for a cocktail, yeah. Or I would sample it to people who haven't had it. Like, hey, you're over here. You want to try this? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think,
Until the bottle's gone.
Until the bottle's gone.
Else drink it.
And everyone has told me how much they did not like it.
It's worse with water.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, don't do it with water then. Well, we're learning here, guys. But yes. Hey, by the way, dude, I watched the other day, me and John were talking about Taylor Sheridan, and I watched Mayor of Kingstown
I've been
for the first time.
That. Yeah, I haven't
first
seen
time. And that's another Taylor. Dude, if you subscribe to, what's it, Paramount Plus or whatever?
Yes.
Everything is Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah,
Taylor
what's up with
Sheridan.
this guy? He runs everything, huh? He produces everything?
Everything. Taylor
and he's
Sheridan.
like the creative guy. He's like everything for everything.
Yeah. Yes.
He's a control freak.
I'm laughing because I just realized it was that the topic we're supposed to talk on.
Nope.
What were we supposed to talk on?
Jury duty. But that's okay. Because we're the Speakeasy podcast. We can talk about whatever we want.
I just realized that.
I miss Yellowstone, man. It's really angering me because you know why? CBS is starting to play it now, like every Sunday night, but starting from season 1.
Yeah.
And the commercial came on. I was watching football the other night, and the commercial came on, and my wife's like, "Oh my God, they're back!"
Yeah.
I'm like,
no, they're advertising reruns like it's a new season. Watch the Yellowstone through
premiere Yellowstone.
The premiere. No, it's not a freaking premiere. It's not a premiere. It came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's not a premiere.
Not a premiere.
I don't understand this. Call it a premiere. Premiere my ass.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's no feedback. There's no news. There's nothing. It's like Yellowstone fell off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Is it coming back or it's not coming back? What's the guy, Matthew McConaughey? Is he going to take over? What's going on?
That's the rumor. I mean, what's his name? Kevin Costner.
He fucked us.
He's well.
And I loved him.
Was it him though, or was it Taylor? Him and Taylor Sheridan. They both have egos. That's the issue. Kevin Costner's like, I've been the bodyguard, and
that's probably the last thing he wants to be known as.
I built it, and they came.
Yeah, sir.
Field of Dreams there. Yeah, but I think that they had a little bit of butting heads. The egos got to them.
Of course.
Taylor Sheridan is not the biggest actor, but he's good with making these new shows and is being a part of it and producing and writing whatever he's freaking doing.
Half this shit's like filmed on his locations, like everything he owns.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job as far as that goes. Let's think about this here. Okay? Yellowstone. Spinoffs. 1883, 1923, What was your favorite?
1883. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
They've been talking about a second season of that. I don't see how that happens.
I don't know. She's dead.
Spoiler alert.
But that was the best made one. I think that was great. I like that the just to go through what they went through in a way and see what people went through at that time traveling west.
Go ahead.
To, discover a new life and just say, we're going to move out here. No one's going to be there, but we're going to make it work. And we're going to go over with our little wagons. We're going to go through like rivers, and we're going to go over mountains and hills and all this stuff and start a new life on some grassy field.
I almost like that show more than like the Yellowstone show.
It is better.
Right? 1883 is good.
It is. Yellowstone is more modern. It's kind of like we're protecting this land. So just to give you guys a quick background, if you haven't watched any of it, John got me into it. Yellowstone was the first one they put out there, and they basically were stating how they're protecting this land. Everyone wants their land. And we're going to do whatever it takes. And it could be involve killing. It could be involve like their own little mafia of cowboys. And we're going to do what we got to do to make sure that this land is always ours and it's always going to be the same amount of land, whatever. They're protecting it. In 1883, they're showing you how they got it. How they got there. The journey, what involved to take. So there's a lot of history involved. If you're into history, awesome to watch. Yeah. 1923 was kind of that in-between.
Right.
That's with Harrison Ford.
They're going like every 40 years.
Yeah.
Because I heard they're supposed to be in 1963, which really introduces John
Dutton.
Yeah. As I guess he would be a teen at that time. Or, something.
Yeah.
That effect.
So it's showing maybe his father.
Right.
It's showing maybe how
we know his father from Yellowstone with the the issues they had.
Yeah.
And the gravestone and him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of family issues.
Yeah.
The
Duttons don't seem like they were very nice people.
I would say
greedy people.
And let me tell you this: as far as actresses go, Kevin Costner, all right, he's good. He's good.
He's the man.
But
don't say it.
There's two better actors on that show, I think.
One is obvious. One I hope you're not going to say.
Okay.
Rip.
Yes.
Everybody loves Rip.
Everyone loves Rip. What do you think I was going to say?
Beth.
Yeah.
I can't stand her.
Yeah.
And I've said it before.
I know. We can't stand her, but she does a great. She's doing her job if you can't stand her. She's doing her job as an actress if you can't stand her.
I guess so. No woman has that much power. Give me a break. Yeah, I guess you're right. She's doing her job if you can't stand her because that's her character. You don't want to like her, but you feel for her at the same time.
I think she's like an English actress too. She's not even American, man.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, most are these days.
Yes, and you see her breasticles in it too.
Oh yeah, very nice. Yeah. Taylor Sheridan's got a lot in his resume, man.
Yes.
You know he wrote and produced Tulsa King as well?
Tulsa King. I knew that.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's what I said. He took over Paramount Plus. Tulsa King. The Lioness.
The Lioness.
Mayor of Kingstown.
The Last Cowboy. Never heard of it.
Oh, I got to watch it now.
Sicario. Never heard of it.
Oh, I have heard of it, but I didn't watch that either. Gosh, I should be doing that, watching everything he's done.
Yeah. The Last Cowboy. I've said that. I've heard of that.
But The Lioness, did you watch The Lioness?
No. And he's an actor. He's in a lot of shit.
But with Yellowstone stuff, he just
Yellowstone because he can.
Yeah.
But he was in 21 episodes of Sons of Anarchy, NCIS. Veronica Mars.
Yes.
CSI.
But come on, John, come on. We got to admit though, he's
just cameos.
He's bigger with what he's doing now.
Oh, 100%. I'm just saying. Before Yellowstone, I've never heard of him. But he's been around.
And you didn't watch Mayor of Kingstown. You haven't watched Lioness, yes? Yeah.
No.
Why are we doing this episode?
Because now I'm going.
Now you got to watch it.
Now I'm going to watch it.
We're going to revisit this.
As long as Mayor of Kingstown, Jeremy Renner, he's good. He's ready to come back.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Okay. Here's the thing with when it comes to Mayor of Kingstown, awesome, cool concept. You want to be like. It's with Jeremy Renner and his family on the show. You want to be like, why don't you just leave this town? Why didn't you just go? So it's basically like a few prisons, and he is someone who served himself at one point. He is like that kind of middle ground between the law and the prisoners, and he tries to help out the prisoners, but he's got to be careful. It's a fine. He's got to walk on eggshells. So he tries to get the prisoners what they want because they're still. The people in the jail, the prisoners in the jail, almost run what's going on the outside. The gangs.
So he's a warden? He's a warden?
No.
He's
just some random dude. I mean, not random, but his brother's a cop on the show, so he has it in with the cops. He has a lot of connections. Basically, he is almost like a gangster.
Interesting.
He's like Tony Soprano.
See, I didn't know any of this. I thought he was. I thought Kingstown was a town. And he was a mayor, and he was a crooked mayor. That's what I thought.
No, they just call him the mayor. He's not the real mayor. Oh. He's the mayor because he's that well known there. He's got a what do you call it? Repertoire. Yeah. Report this, please. Thank you. But he's well known between the law, who have the utmost respect for him, because like I say, he's kind of a gangster.
Yeah.
He pulls strings. He does things.
Sure.
And he has it in with the inmates. So he's like that middle ground. He basically says, "I'm keeping peace between everyone." He lives in an area of I think was it Michigan or something, where it's not a good area, and the gangs in the jail are basically running what's happening on the outside of the jail.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah, so there's the Crips, the Bloods, the Skinheads.
Hey.
So it's basically
Oz.
Oz meets NCIS meets all these. It's just a mating of a few different things. Taylor Sheridan knew what he was doing when he was all right, let me put this out there.
Sold. I'm going to check it out.
It's good.
I'm sold.
2 seasons too, so you can watch for a while.
Sold. Let me ask you a question, though.
Sure, you can ask me.
Jeremy Renner, he's a weird-looking dude. Doesn't look tough. How is he in the show, though?
He plays, to me, okay, the best way to put it is if you look at Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting, he's kind of like, he seems like a smart guy, but he can throw down.
But is his character cool, though? Because he doesn't look like a cool guy. He looks like the kind of guy that got like beat up as a kid.
No.
He doesn't look like he can play like a badass.
My only issue with him on this show is I can't understand what the fuck he's saying half the time. He mumbles a lot.
Fucking marbles in his mouth?
We actually have to put the captions on because he mumbles a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, that was one thing I have to say. I wasn't a big fan of that. But I think he did a decent job. But all right, I don't want to deter you from watching the show.
No, I won't.
But I think that there's other actors that could have done a better job, maybe.
Okay.
I
mean, I only know him from one thing.
I know from the Marvel movies.
So I've never seen the Marvel
He
movies.
did the what were those movies that Matt Damon was in with
the Bourne, Jason Bourne.
Yeah, Bourne. He did one of the Bourne movies or whatever.
I know him from The Town.
Okay. I didn't watch that, so.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's got my boyfriend.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, maybe. Did I watch that?
That's a good...
I think he was in SWAT, too. That might have been more earlier in his career.
SWAT, a movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good about you. And he was Jeffrey Dahmer in a movie called Dahmer. I don't know. All right. So Taylor Sheridan...
and you didn't watch The Lioness yet?
I never even heard of that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's good.
Is that like The Lion King?
No. Military movie.
I'm not into military movies.
Not movie, series, meant to say. Not movie.
I'm not into that too much.
Oh, John, you'll like it. And
yeah?
You see breasts in it, so you will like it even more.
Can I fast forward? What's that? Is that a Netflix movie or?
I think it's another Paramount Plus. Not movie, it's a series.
I don't see that on his list here.
Yeah.
It's a Taylor Sheridan movie? Show? Series?
It's the same movie.
Series?
Yeah.
His name's not affiliated with that anywhere.
Let me see. Taylor Sheridan.
Oh, here it is. You know why? Because they call it Special Ops.
Special Ops Lioness. There
Gotcha,
you go.
Gotcha.
Very good. Very good. In fact, my wife said she liked The Lioness better, I think, than Mayor of Kingstown. An interesting thing with Taylor Sheridan, he actually based things on real places too.
He's a he, right?
Taylor. Yeah. So apparently Kingstown was based off this city in Canada. Not even Michigan, but they spin it off or whatever. So
Mayor of Kingstown. Check it out.
check it out. Check it
Sheridan.
out. Check it out. Check it
Bring
out.
back the friggin' second half of what, season 5?
Okay,
Yellowstone?
this is an issue we're dealing with right now.
Hold on. I'm
Okay.
thirsty.
All right, we'll talk about it real quick.
Fightin's Brewing and Root and Branch got together, and our beer dealer Dom.
Dom.
Time
I
after time.
have a keg fridge here
Time
that I
after
don't
time.
really use, and at some point, probably coming back from having a few drinks with Dom, I threw this in the fridge, and I opened the fridge, and it was there.
Oh, yeah?
So I said,
Think this is an oldie but a goodie?
I don't know, but I'm sorry if it is. And Dom's be like, I'm not giving you any more beer.
You might be chewing yours a little bit.
Yeah.
No, so this one's called Mass Ornament. I believe this comes out of Finback. Well, you know what? It's equal. It's got Finback and Root and Branch, but it looks like a Finback label,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's not a Root and Branch label. And this is actually pretty high. This is like 9.9%.
Don't leave me high.
Don't leave me dry. 9% alcohol. Nice IPA. Everything from Fightin's is delicious.
And Finback is solid, man.
Finback, I said Fightin's. Finback is solid. Root and Branch is even better. And let's just do this.
And Fightin's is good too.
Fightin's is good too.
We like Fightin's. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Done. You probably won't be seeing this episode. Oh my God, that's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
That could have been there for 3 years.
And it's really good.
This is really good.
Freaking awesome.
This is straight up pineapple.
Yeah. You put the pineapple. Yeah, this is really good, man.
Oh my God.
So, as for all that are watching this episode don't know, Root and Branch is out of
Queens, New York?
Copiague or something. Isn't it having some weird name?
Was that so? All right. Yes. So they opened up their. What are they? A year old now? Maybe 2. It's got to be maybe coming up on 2.
Yeah.
They opened up their tap room in Long Island,
Yeah.
and it's just so damn far away.
It's far, but it's such a cool spot over there. As far as brewery goes and all that stuff. Very clean, very white. My internet's still not working.
Yeah. But this is actually a Finback beer. In collaboration with Root and Branch. So it's not a Root and Branch beer. And
Yeah.
Finback is out of Queens, New York.
Yes.
And Root and Branch used to be a nomad brewery.
Yeah, out of Copiague.
Copiague.
Yeah.
I think it's
Copiague?
Copiague.
Copenhagen?
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Root and Branch used to be a nomadic brewery.
Yes. Root and Branch started out doing at Evil Twin, basically.
Evil Twin.
Yeah, Evil Twin was their home for quite some time.
Also Queens, I believe.
Yeah, it's out there too. Yeah, out in New York, and finally they have their own spot. It took some time, but time takes.
And you and
good
Dom
things
went there
happen.
when it first opened. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, it's a cool spot, man.
Root and Branch is one of my favorites.
Yeah, they're solid. You can't go wrong with Root and Branch. They make some awesome between IPAs to Pilsners to whatever they're putting out. It's always going to be pretty darn good.
I like Finback. I think
Yeah.
Finback's very underrated.
Yeah, very
People-
underrated. You don't see
people-
enough Finback out there.
You don't, but you don't hear people talking about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I like it.
Awesome job, guys. Thanks, Dom. Thanks again.
Back to what you were saying before.
Yes, I forgot already. What was it?
Taylor Sheridan.
Yes, Taylor Sheridan, Linus. I said, check that out. I said,
And I said we were waiting for the second half of season 5.
yes, that's what you said.
Desperately waiting.
So, yeah. And it goes back to what we started out with this episode with, where we say we get ticked off because they're like, oh, premiere of the reruns. Premiere of the reruns. It's like if All in the Family, we've got a new premiere coming out, and it's All in the Family, Archie Bunker, and meanwhile it's been played 1 million times on TV. You can watch it on whatever streaming services you want.
But I guess it's for people who can't stream.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes,
Right? Not everybody can stream.
It's to hook people. Okay, I understand if Walking Dead which is, well, obviously done, but they have the spinoffs. But remember Walking Dead, right before the season premiere, they would air all their episodes before the premiere came out?
Yes.
Okay, I understand that. Because you want to catch up. You want to get those new people in who are say, oh, new season's coming out. Let me check this show out and see what it's about. Play every episode, binge it, have a blast, have a fun time, have a couple of beers, maybe some buffalo wings, and then you watch it. But I feel like with this, they're saying premiere of the reruns, but the season 2 is not coming out for another 6 months or whatever. Whatever it could be. Who knows?
It's been forever. They were talking about November of 2023.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's not even ready.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
The last I heard is that Kevin Costner wanted to have a say in what happens to John Dutton.
Yeah.
Taylor Sheridan said, it's my show. You're just the actor. I'm going to figure it out. Kevin Costner didn't like that.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't maybe want to be killed off like a bitch, or maybe he wants to go out swinging. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Taylor Sheridan's like, you're going to go out the way I write it.
Which I don't blame him.
And they don't like each other.
Yeah. Do you think, who would you choose as instead of Kevin Costner, who would you pick for that role if you had to choose?
To replace him?
Yeah, is there any
like
actor...
if it started over?
Is there any actor that you can see that can maybe do this role better than him? I know you see him in this role, you know this role, and it's almost like you're going to keep picturing him in that role. But is there anyone else that you think can do it? I can see he's a hard ass with some soft edges, you know?
I don't know. You stumped me. That's a good question.
What about if I threw out a couple names?
Go
What
ahead.
about Josh Brolin?
I could see Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
But I don't think Josh Brolin is big enough of a name that are going to get people to watch the show.
No Country for Old Men. Goonies.
Yeah.
He did Men in Black 3. He's been out there. He's
Back to Men in Black 3. Men in Black 3. Men in Black in general. I think Tommy
Lee Jones
would do that job phenomenal.
as
John Dutton.
John Dutton. Yeah, I can see that.
So before Ben Affleck, Tommy Lee Jones was one of my on-screen man crushes.
I mean, he's done some messed up things, like he played Two-Face. Horrible. But
he's phenomenal, man.
But he also did The Fugitive.
U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshal Fugitive. The same.
Fugitive.
Yeah, same.
You ever see Space Cowboys with Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, Space Cowboys, yeah.
He's just a solid... He's a
Obviously,
man's man. He's a dude.
Man in Black. And, yeah.
He's a dude. I could definitely see him in that role.
What about... Because you need someone of around that age. You need.
That's why they're talking Matthew McConaughey. But I would think Matthew McConaughey's not replacing John Dutton.
No,
He's
he
a different
can't.
character.
I think it would be a different character. Yes.
Okay.
Someone that's going to take over, but you know. But as far as that goes, as far as that role goes, I mean, you can't use someone like Sylvester Stallone because he's too Italian. You know, you need he's great with Tulsa King. You know, he does a great job with that. I'm trying to think who else of that. Comment on this, people. Let us know what you think as far as who would be a good filler for that role, as opposed to Kevin Costner. And it doesn't have to be someone that acts the same as far as acting goes. Maybe someone that was kind of a big shot back in the day that is about that age.
Tom Selleck?
No, I don't see.
He's
Tom
too
Selleck.
clean cut, right?
Yeah, Magnum PI, man. I mean, he's got that role. It's like saying Hasselhoff can do it. You know what I mean? It's like
I
don't see that happening as far as it goes.
What about? Well, I know he's physically ill, but what about like a Bruce Willis? You think he could be country though?
I don't know because he's I hate to use the term typecasted, but he's almost typecasted.
He's diehard.
Yeah, he's always going to be diehard. He's always going to have that role. Even when he was like on Friends, he played that badass father of the girl that Ross was dating, you know, and he was kind of...
What about your guy? Your favorite actor?
I will never. I think that's two below him. Daniel Day-Lewis, yeah, I think that's two below him. Yes,
Wow.
he would take that role, eat it up, spit it out, and say, "This is my regurgitation, and it's still better than Kevin Costner."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Daniel Day-Lewis is, but yes, he would do an amazing job as. I mean, look at him in There Will Be Blood. Come on, look at him.
Come on.
He was
Come
a
on.
Midwestern kind of guy looking for oil, and he just played that role like.
How about Nick Cage?
Maybe
He's too quirky.
he is quirky. Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin Costner's the perfect
No.
perfect fit, man.
No. I mean, he's not bad. Don't get me wrong. That's why I kept watching his show. I thought it was pretty good. But what about Daniel Craig? Does it have to be like you mentioned Daniel Day-Lewis? Daniel Day-Lewis is English, Daniel Craig.
Yeah, maybe. I would love to say Sam Elliott, but he was in 1883, so it kind of takes away from.
What about Pierce Brosnan?
No, not a fan. He's too much of a pretty Harrison Ford.
He's
But
1923.
1923.
And he's not doing a great job with that. He's not doing a great job with that at all.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Ed Harris. I love Ed Harris.
Ed Harris is good. Ed Harris actually could do that role.
Very underrated.
I think you said it right there. Ed Harris.
Ed
all
Harris,
the way.
right?
He would be a great, because I've seen him play some badasses, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, granted, Mel Gibson has, but Ed Harris, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think so.
we'll see. Hey, there's Tommy Lee Jones. Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L.
He
Jackson.
could be the Black John Dutton.
Yeah.
He could be Jack Dutton. Jack.
Jethro.
Jethro Dutton. And we definitely will be not using this episode.
But yeah.
Well, let's wait. Let's hope and pray that Yellowstone comes back soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to check out Mayor of Kingstown. Thanks for the
Check
recommendation.
it out.
Check it
Linus,
out.
too. Watch it. It's quick. You can go through it very quick. You can do Linus in a weekend.
I'm there. I'm sold.
Sold.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Shout out today to Cream of Kentucky. It is what it is. There's good, there's bad. Some people put out some bad, some people put out some good, some people- some in between.
I respect your attempt, but I'm not a
Absolutely.
fan.
They're making liquid. And they're
Yeah.
making liquid. They're
Yeah.
more than we can.
Not a huge fan. But I am a fan of this here.
Finback and
Finback and Root and Branch.
Root and
Dom,
Branch.
thanks, dude. This was
Thanks, Dom,
fantastic. And it's still good. I don't remember how long it's been in my fridge for, but it is still pretty damn good.
Tyler Sheridan. Let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah, come on,
all right?
Bob. Come on.
Listen,
Come on.
If
What are we
Costner
doing
doesn't
here?
want to do it, Bafangul.
Yeah.
Get somebody else will do it.
I heard that Ed Harris might be
He's
interested.
available. He's available.
He might be available.
He's just sitting on his couch doing nothing.
Yeah.
He's available.
Or what about Viggo Mortensen?
I don't see him as a cowboy type of character.
Oh, I see it. I think he could do it.
Just because of his name.
Yeah.
He's more like a Viking.
Yeah. I like him, though. Ever since Lord of the Rings.
My thing is, Kevin Costner doesn't want to play ball. You kill him off and be like, hey, he died in blah, blah, blah. You
Yeah.
figure it out and you move on.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everybody else is like,
I mean, come on.
let's go.
Come on. Rip can own that show. He
I
can
want
run
to
that
see what
show.
happens between Rip and I want to see what happens between Beth
Rip
and,
can take
and the other brother.
over everything and be the man.
He's a heartthrob.
Yeah, he's so fucking sexy, man.
Cheers, guys. We're a
John-
little silly today.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, check out our podcast, Speakeasy Podcast, guys, on Instagram.
Instagram,
us
follow us,
know.
subscribe. Yeah, give us some love.
Let us know who you want to play John Dutton if it wasn't Kevin Costner.
Tell us. We want to know. I'm listening. Cheers, guys.